talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. My love, he makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's walking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be a friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And through him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And for Oklahoma City, they're up there in third place in the Western Conference, very close to the position they were in when last season came to a close. And tonight, a chance to see the continued development of Lauri Markkanen, the 7-foot sharpshooter out of Finland. Kenny, your thoughts?
Not too many Finnish basketball players, but he's comes from a basketball family. Both his parents actually played pro hoops. Now, that's the first ever pick in the first round for Finland.
And he's able to finish around the rim.
He made history in Finland. Somewhat underrated as an athlete, but he's another 7-footer out there shooting threes. I hate it, but you got to love it.
No question.
Why do we have to love it if you hate it?
Because I'm not a shooter.
I know.
PMFS, baby.
What is that?
Prolific, most frequently scorer.
Okay.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
That's what it means.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At small forward, Justin Hall. At point guard, Chris Dunn. At center, Wendell Carter. At the other forward position, Lauri Markkanen. At the other guard position, the head coach of the visiting team is Jim Boylan.
It's time! Everybody welcome the Oklahoma City Thunder starting five! Starting at shooting guard. 6 feet 7 inches. Number 23, Terrence Ferguson. At the power forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 9, Jeremy Grant. At center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 12, Steven Adams. The other forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 13, Paul George. And at guard, 6'3" from UCLA. Number 0, Russell Westbrook. Billy Donovan is your head coach. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And looking at Chicago, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
The talent's not there, Greg. Plain and simple. You can't fault their effort, but they just don't have the roster to compete with the big boys.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Bulls. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Holiday in at the 3 slot. Well, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
Would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were number 1 overall.
Here's Westbrook, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were smart about it. Once the fouls started to add up on the other side, they really turned up the heat.
Dunn misses. Well, Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Here's Dunn. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to George. Lets it go from 14. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 7 points for Paul George. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
That was a big-time block party. Even several shots they didn't even get a hand on were effective.
You're the last of a dying breed. My name's in the wet concrete. I wonder if the therapist knows everything about me. I'm here in search of your glory. There's been a million before me. That ultra kind of love you'll never walk away from. You're just the last of the real ones. You're just the last of the real ones. You're just the last of the real ones. You're just the last of the real ones.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Right wing. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And again, Chicago. No good. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but we're With our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
Well, you know what, guys? One of the things that stand out to me is how well their team communicates on defense. I mean, they function as a unit. That's why defense is a weapon for them.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Levine. Paul George making his last shot. Holiday with it. He's got 5. Here's the break. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Levine. He dishes it to Markkanen. Fires the 3, and the Bulls another 3.
And really, this is Markkanen's greatest weapon, a three-point sniper with impressive range.
Here's Westbrook. Good work there as it goes. Westbrook's got 8 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The pass to Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good. Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question, and usually you lean on those veterans in the locker room.
Now, here's Markkanen. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs. All alone, and George with the stuff.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Here's Dunn. 15-point game. It's George on the wing, guarded by Holiday. George with the bucket.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now, here's Markkanen. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Dunn, wide open, he fires, gets the three-pointer to fall. Dunn's got 7 points in the game. And George, here we go. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9. Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Bulls ball.
And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
And I know the guys in the front court love having him out there, giving them all that extra help down low.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December, taking a look at Denver. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number one spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Oklahoma City, 2 spots down.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection. His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. Here's George. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
There's the double team with Grant. Levine passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Holiday. The Thunder pull it in. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
The Thunder have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting, only around a 70% clip on the season.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
They double him with George. Dunn passes to Holiday. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
Justin Holiday.
Holiday's got 9 points.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Bulls trail by 18. Now here's Levine. No points in the game yet for him. Dunn misses.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
George uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Thunder lead by 20.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Here's George. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's on Zach Levine.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant. Alex Abrinas has checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Shooting 1.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
One shot.
And that one misses. Well, despite finishing with only 27 wins last season, the Bulls put up more shots than any other team in the NBA.
Yeah, they were first in field goal attempts, but only 23rd in makes. That's why they were last in field goal percentage. But this is what you get with so many young shooters.
That's tipped and stolen by Noel. And there's Paul George on the assist by Noel. 34 points for Paul George.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
It's good.
Chandler Hutchison.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And Noel kicks to Abrinas. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Chicago's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Pass to Parker. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And Chicago shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Harrison kicks to Portis. Pass to Hutchison. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Noel finds Schroeder. Hutchison with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Tipped away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 9th in scoring. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Parker after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Chicago also making a switch. Arcidiacono's checked in. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Abrinas. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here are the Bulls now. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Noel. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Bulls.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Let's take a quick look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Creating points off turnovers have been the calling card for these teams. Second, the Thunder.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of two. One being Anthony Davis. The fact that he can get his shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a three. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the three. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Impressive at getting to the rack. Can't allow Portis to get ahead of steam like this here.
Here's Schroeder. And the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Arcidiacono kicks to Portis. To the middle. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Arcidiacono's got his first points of the game.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
And he gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Poked away. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Chicago's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Arcidiacono kicks to Parker. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Patterson, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Harrison, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Arcidiacono. He's guarded by Schroeder. Parker with a clean look. And the three off target.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Patterson, that's good.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent. Not the tightest of D on them, but not the best of finishes either.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
Patrick Patterson is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Abrinas in at the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And here is Patterson after Jabari Parker made that last three-pointer. Yes, that goes in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Arcidiacono kicks to Lopez. Parker. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Lopez remains an underrated big man. He's outstanding at zipping passes over to his guys.
That one drops for him. Here's Arcidiacono. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio. And it's Lopez penetrating.
Oh, that's the mobility of Lopez. He's solid at driving inside and scoring at the rim.
Thunder have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
Here's Parker after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wildly strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Now here's Parker. 7 points in the game. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. Dunn comes in for Harrison. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Web, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in the green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, go blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there, and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State and Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock him down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
That's great. A different look for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for Noel. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Alex Abrinas. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Diallo. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Puts it up from 15. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
To the left wing. The shot by Parker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Westbrook. Right around 21 points per, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
His nose for the ball has never been better. I mean, Greg, his transition defense really stands out. If you get careless in the open court, he'll make you pay.
Now, here's Parker. He has 7 on the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago.
Lowry Markkanen.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. From 13, Westbrook, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Parker kicks to Dunn. Pass to Lopez. And Adams sends it back. They retain possession. And the dunk by Lopez.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Holiday against Westbrook. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And the shot goes in.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Westbrook with the steal. And the layup is good. Westbrook's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
Chicago's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Again, the Thunder score.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Chicago's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Hit his leg, and it's whistled a kick. George is checked in for Ferguson. And the Bulls making a change also. Zach LaVine's checked in for Jabari Parker. Here's Markkanen. He's got 10. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul.
Jeremy.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Dunn misses. Here's George.
Oh, come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Carter, he's checked in for Robin Lopez.
Wendell Carter.
Oklahoma City on D. Now off the inbound. It's good. Holiday's got 11 points.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
It's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dunn passes to Markkanen. LaVine wide open. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Felton finds Adams. Baseline jumper, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, Craig, I mean, we see why the score is what it is. They're not playing with enough intensity on D.
Now here's LaVine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down low. Carter, that's good.
Wendell.
Capable of doing many things well. LaVine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
And George, here we go. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from George. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Holiday left side. That 3 off the mark.
No 3-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
And it's George missing.
Well, you can't fault him for taking the three when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Here's Dunn. And a miss there on the triple. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
George with the bucket.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
The bucket is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that
Oh, goodness. Did you see that? Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Here's George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. George has got 48.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the shot is good. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Dunn passes to Markkanen. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, you got to keep seeing this from Markkanen. I mean, he has to improve as a playmaker over time.
Westbrook kicks to George. Over Holiday. That one off the back iron and out.
Off target with what's a pretty good look from mid-range.
From about 16, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. George. And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. That's tipped. Now Dunn. He's got 7. On the wing, Levine. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Can't connect from short range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And that one's good, George.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Levine against Westbrook. Outside Holiday. That one doesn't go. And the Thunder going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And that one, good. Levine's got his second bucket.
Now, this is the confidence Levine has in himself. I mean, he knows he has the touch to score inside.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Oh, Chicago's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And then Carter with the dunk.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
1:21 left in the first half. Outside Holiday. And it's sent back by George. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Westbrook with the bucket.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Wasted no time on that one. 6 points for Zach LaVine.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Kicks it to Markkanen. There's the double team with Grant. Back to LaVine. Over Westbrook. LaVine can't hit.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happened. I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication,
27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dunn passes to Levine. Dunn against Felton. Dunn kicks to Carter. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and the baseline jumper, no good. The pass to Grant. Inside, here's George. And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
When Paul George plays with high energy, he goes to a level others can't reach. He defends 4 and 5 positions. On the other end, it's effortless for him to create good looks. One of the most intriguing players to watch when he's on his game.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
And here is Dunn. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Holiday in at the 3. Here's Ferguson. And he drops it in from the low post. Ferguson's got the first basket of the second half here for Oklahoma City. Dunn looking over the floor to the paint. Here's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 8 now on the night. And it's Grant in the corner. Here's George. And another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Westbrook against Dunn. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 6. Holiday dishes to Levine. Good.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine, accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Free throw good, Levine. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And it's Dunn in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dunn's got 10 points.
Certainly a work in progress from there, but Dunn really needs to become a knockdown threat from downtown.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Down low. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. George, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Dunn outside. To the middle. Here's Holiday. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 15 points in the game.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. The Thunder have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, how about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
Just to open the act, I'm the headline. But you know, I'm about to ship 3 mil off top. You got your deal off your man, I got my deal off price. But you know, I'm connected like Dove with ice cubes in my watch and Doves on the black bean. But you know, I'm getting paid cause I do all the work. It's rainy days if we don't move all the we go for search. You know, I'm on the block fam in the cream drop lamb.
For the Thunder, Noel comes in for Grant and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Shooting 2.
That's good from George. And Dunn, the 5th pick back in 2016, voted by his fellow draftees as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But, Chris, it took until year 2 in Chicago for him to break through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this game is all about getting better, finding the right situation. He still has to become a little more efficient as a player, cut down on his turnovers, improve his shot-making abilities a little bit, but he's delivering on his potential as a two-way player.
Levine can't hit. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And George kicks to Adams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's Adams. Off target from outside. The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. To the paint. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, he gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From deep, George, and the 3 ball is good. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Markkanen in the corner. To the inside, Holiday lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 17.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
With the bucket.
Levine with it, 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Markkanen. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. And that one is good. He's got 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Carter with the block. Down at the elbow. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A nice shot by George.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
Now here's Levine. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists in the game. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the middle, Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Oh, what a wonderful dunker. Give Levine any opportunity to flush it home. He won't pass it up.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
How about Zach Levine signing a big new contract this summer? Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
Chicago making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Parker comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Harrison in for Dunn. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And Levine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if we can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lagged a little bit last season, but he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Steven Adams. Alex Abrinas comes in for George. And Diallo subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. And Chicago shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Parker. 7 points in the game. For 3, Levine. The rebound by Patterson. Lopez with the steal. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Lopez has got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And that one's good. Noel.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's the feed to Lopez. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Patterson, that's good. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Levine kicks to Carter. Passes to Parker. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops. He's got 9. Parker's gone 4 of 9 in field goal attempts. And it's Abrinas in the corner. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Chicago making a switch here. Portis is checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
Chicago with the ball. On the wing, Levine jacks up a 3. No good. Schroeder outside. No good from outside. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. Harrison passes to Lopez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Chicago making a switch here. Arcidiacono's checked in.
Shooting one.
And the free throw, no good. Robin Lopez out of Stanford, entering his second decade in the league. Chris, talk about his game.
Well, when you think about Robin's game, I mean, aggressive, unselfish. I mean, he's one of those dirty work players you love to have on your team, but you hate to compete against.
Parker kicks to Harrison. Lopez against Noel. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December, taking a look at Toronto, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Bulls, just way behind.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
The talent's not there, Greg, plain and simple. You can't fault their effort, but they just don't have the roster to compete with the big boys.
There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson.
Patrick Patterson.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Chandler Hutchison.
Portis in the post. Patterson's there. They grab their own miss. A stupendous finish in traffic. Portis has got his second bucket tonight.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He works so hard for the second chance opportunities.
And it's good for 2.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Here's Diallo. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Ball. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves. It's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second-chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh, man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
Here's Arcidiacono. He's guarded by Schroeder. Arcidiacono, the pass to Hutchison. Inside. And that one's good, Arcidiacono. Arcidiacono's got 7.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Abrinas with a bucket.
He can run hot or cold, but no doubt about which way he's running tonight. There's steam coming off of him.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Parker. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Patterson with it. Picked up by Portis, and it's in there. Patterson's got 4 this quarter.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Arcidiacono kicks to Harrison. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Noel. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Portis throws it down.
Kevin, and you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. Number 1, the Thunder.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder.
Russell Westbrook.
Here's Arcidiacono. He's got 7. And the basket by Hutchison.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
Fires from the wing. Kept alive. Here's Noel. And stolen by Portis. Here's Arcidiacono. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Hutchison passes to Arcidiacono. Missed inside. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 38 points.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Hutchison passes to Arcidiacono. Portis kicks to Harrison. No good from outside. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Grant. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Down low, here's Hutchison, and he dunks it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Timeout call.
And the Thunder making a change here. Felton's checked in. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And Georgia subbed in for Alex Abrinas. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's the double team with Westbrook. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Chicago. The Thunder have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And so Westbrook makes them both. Here's Arcidiacono. He's got 7. To the inside, Holiday banked in off the glass. Holiday's got 21 in the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, off target from the wing. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Ferguson out there with Felton. And it's Nader in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Chicago's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Down low. Tries again. And Adams sends it back. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaqtin' a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Chicago with the ball. Archie Diacono kicks to Portis. There's the 3. And again, Chicago. No good. 3-on-3. For 3, Felton. Here's Adams. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's part of what makes him a great player. His effort level always stays high. I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. They're willing to give him that shot. As my coach said, you're open for a reason.
Hutchison on the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Trying his luck deep, cans it from downtown. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Archie Diacono, the pass to Lopez. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Archie Diacono. 5 on the clock. Here's Blakeney. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Nader. Lays it up off the glass. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA has gone switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope hope we get away from as much switching as we do, because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting.
This is not an I thing, it's a we thing, it's a team thing. This is not an I thing, it's the green man, the green man. This is not an I thing, it's a we thing, it's a team thing. This is not an I thing, it's the green man, the green man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Adams. That shot off the mark. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Pass to Portis. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Here's Adams. The Thunder with another miss. Well, Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Blakeney, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. So it's the Thunder now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Swiped away. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Here's Grant. From down in the low post, it goes. The Bulls shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Outside Portis. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Chalk up 2 there. Grant's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Down low. Lopez, no luck. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Great D that time from Portis.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Lopez kicks to Blakeney. To the inside, Portis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assist goes to
Portis has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
And Chicago shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Taken away by Felton. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Makes it off the glass.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, then he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
Blakeney passes to Lopez. Here's Arcidiacono. Cranes the three-pointer. Arcidiacono's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Patrick Patterson. Hamidou Diallo.
Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Blakeney. And Lopez throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Lopez makes dunking look easy. Once he's close to the bucket, forget about it.
And stolen by Portis. Arcidiacono, the pass to Hutchison. It's hauled in by Diallo. And it's Felton with the ball for Oklahoma City. Here's Arcidiacono. It's stolen by Adams. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. They'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Timberwolves, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're a James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but you sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge the shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. That free throw missing.
Lopez. Now, this guy, he's a reliable role player, a stiff defender, and an intelligent shooter as well.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Good on the second free throw. Here's Felton. Now Patterson. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
Abrinas is checked in for Terrence Ferguson.
Alex Abrinas.
Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Lopez right side. Back to Portis. Bounce pass, Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hutchison. And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here's Arcidiacono. He's covered by Felton. Outside Portis. His three-pointers off the mark. Thunder shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Shot good by Diallo.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Clock at 6. Arcidiacono kicks to Harrison. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got 8 rebounds in this game. Baseline try. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Diallo's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Pass to Hutchison. Lopez left side. Here's Harrison. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nice shot by Felton. Felton's got 6 points in the quarter.
You can't lay that pass in there any better.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And that one's good, Arcidiacono.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Chicago. Here's Hutchison. And the pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Harrison from the arc. It's hauled in by Felton.
And it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Arcidiacono. The kick out to Lopez. Passes to Hutchison. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yes. And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're in front. 32 seconds left in the fourth.
She see we own it, now she can't pass it up, no way. We own it. You looking in the eyes of the chosen. Hey, don't know where I'm going, but I go it. Hey, field goal, kick a ride, once you're going, I'm a going touchdown. Boom, shakalaka. Oh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Oh, we do what we want to. Oh, it's a soul when we come through. Oh, we on it. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We on it. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Touchdown on the PJ. Last night was a Burma replay. Hot and ready like Caesar's pizza sheep. You know I can't fight the demons. She run her hair through my lies, but she wanna rise now. I love it when you call me Pop, but die. My name's Hank, I do what I want to. Eyes on money, but I'm focused on you. Body full of tattoos, I make her kiss the ink. Little broke her nose if my don't stink. Had a staring contest.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. .32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Noel. It doesn't go for him. Knocked away. And Noel throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
I tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Here's Diallo, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.